One of the secrets to exposure for your business lies within supporting Black businesses and entrepreneurs. And that is why the Southern California Black Chamber of Commerce is here, to connect Black businesses from the desert to the sea. Let's join hands to empower and sustain our community. By becoming a member of the Southern California Black Chamber of Commerce, you can grow your business and increase your clientele. With our innovation, we'll generate new businesses and get new customers. And we'll connect new mindsets with businesses from across Southern California to help bridge the wealth gap. Let's connect, build, and grow together. Join us now at blackchamberofcommerce.org.
Welcome, welcome, welcome. We are with MyTueSense. Today is July 28th, and it's MyTueSense. It's Tuesday, and what happens on Tuesday, we talk about MyTueSense. I'm Debra Mcglothurn. I am your host. I'm a mother. I'm a sister. I am a coach. I am a I wear a lot of hats. And I'm the host of MyTueSense. And what is MyTueSense? In a phrase, and I like to use this because it kind of expresses it very easily, but it's motivation through exposure. So I share things that I believe that are good for you to know, things that make you think about some of the things that's going on, things that you might want to do, things you might want to get involved in. So I share them. So I like to share my 2 cents. You share your 2 cents, and hopefully together we can make some sense and make some minute changes in our lives and in the lives of those around us. And with that being said, we have a new email for those of you that already have it down. But you can email me if you have any topics that you would like for me to discuss. If you have any thing that you would like to share, you can also put it in the chat. You can send me an email. You can message me however you'd like to. I will get the information. So share that with me. If you have any topics that you would like me to give you my 2 cents on, which is my opinion, my thoughts, right? So y'all can't be mad at me about my opinion, right? So the topic for today is free and affordable things to do in your community. Free and affordable in your area. So free and affordable things to do in your area. And we're going to talk about that when we come back from this commercial break.
And excellence leaves a legacy. Join leaders, entrepreneurs, professionals, and visionaries from across Southern California for the Black Excellence Business Summit 2026, presented by the Southern California Black Chamber of Commerce, Long Beach chapter. On Friday, August 21st, from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m., connect with influential business leaders, discover new opportunities, build powerful relationships, and gain valuable insights to elevate your career.
The topic today is free and affordable things to do in your area. So I'm going to give you some suggestions.
Bridging continues an unforgettable casino night on Saturday, August 22nd, from 6 p.m. to 11 p.m. Experience an evening of networking, entertainment, gaming, prizes, and purpose aboard the historic Queen Mary in Long Beach.
Every ticket helps support the youth-filled organization, empowering young people aged 16 through 24 with opportunities and education, leadership for street success. Best of all, come build connections. The Black Excellence Business Summit and Casino Night 2026 at the Queen Mary in Long Beach.
Excellence meets opportunity.
Okay, and we are back. So that video, it seems like it was breaking up a little more than usual. We'll talk more about the business summit coming up. We'll do that later on in the podcast. So the topic again today is free and affordable things to do in your area. So we're going to start first with the inspirational quote. There's one of my quotes. And it's, "Be so weird that you crack yourself up," by Debra Mcglothurn. Be so weird that you crack yourself up. That's the inspirational quote for today. Write that down. So we're going to go through the topic for today again. It's free and affordable things to do in your community. And I printed out a list. I went online and actually printed out this list. So I'm going to go through this list and highlight some things that you can do that's free or affordable. And we'll get into a little more details on that. So get you some pencil and paper so you can write down, jot down some ideas, because you're not going to remember all of this. So get you some pencil and paper so you can jot down some ideas of some things that you can do during the summer that's free or affordable. Actually, it's not just during the summer, but any time of year, but it is summertime right now. So some things that you can do right now that are free or affordable in your area. So to top off the list, and so I downloaded this. I want to just give props to where I downloaded this list off online. It's 50 free and cheap things to do in summer holidays, thanks to Lilia Rose. Lilia Rose, I just printed it out and we're just going to discuss some of the things. So number one on the list, junk modeling. Now, I'm not exactly sure what junk modeling is, but I do know that they've taken, they take junk and make stuff together. They make stuff with it. And maybe that's what junk modeling is. I'm not exactly sure, but I have seen a lot of artwork and stuff that they do with junk. So I would assume that it's something like that. Junk modeling. Number two, jumping in the muddy puddles. Yeah, just take your shoes off, make some mud, jump in the muddy puddles. Number three, play parks. Now, it used to be really easy to find play parks. I know that McDonald's, Burger King, some of the fast food places, they have play parks, and it's actually a very affordable thing that you could do. Even if you just go get an ice cream cone or a yogurt cone or whatever it is, and let the kids play in the play place or whatever it is that they call that at that particular place. But a play park, I guess it doesn't have to be a play park at a school, but it could be like a playground at a park. I said at a school, but at a restaurant, you know what I mean. Okay, that was number three, play parks. Right. Okay, number four, play in your garden. Now, do you have a garden? You got a backyard? You got some woods next to the house? My daughters used to go in the woods next to the house, and they would go and take modeling and take pictures, do that kind of stuff. Number four, play in the garden. Number five, hide and seek. That's a fun little game to get. It doesn't cost you anything, but that's something that you can do. Hide and seek. Number six, walk in the woods. That's very similar to a hike, which I really like to do, take hikes. And the thing about the taking a walk, it kind of makes you pay attention to the things that's going on around you. If you're not going on a hike, you're not necessarily going anywhere in particular. You're not trying to get to the waterfall or anything. You're just taking a casual walk. And then you notice things. I saw this video earlier today, and these little boys came up to this woman that was outside in her yard doing some work in her yard. And they were asking her if she could do some work. She was laying in the grass. She was touching the grass is what she was doing. She was laying in the grass. And so they asked her if she had something that they can do. They wanted to do some work so they can get them some food. So what the lady did was she went inside and she got her yoga mat and she rolled out the yoga mat and laid it out. And they sat down on the mat and they just kind of meditated with her. She just had them taking deep breaths and meditating. She told them to close their eyes, but one of the little boys, he was down on the end. It was only two little boys. And one of the little boys, he's supposed to have his eyes closed, but he's got his eyes open. And I'm looking at him and I'm thinking, she ain't telling him that she could close his eyes, but he starts smiling. I'm like, he is not paying attention. But then he said, I just noticed the flowers are so pretty. So while he was doing that, since he took the time, because they were looking at her like, what are we going to do? But they took the time to be still and just kind of be in the moment. And he appreciated the flowers that he saw. And he was like, oh, they're so pretty. I'm like, oh, see? And she didn't say anything. She just smiled. And I was like, she knew that he had his eyes open, but she didn't stop. She just kept going. And I thought that was really cool. Okay. What was it? I was on walk in the woods. Okay. A neighborhood walk. Same thing. You go and walking through the neighborhood, you might actually meet some of your neighbors. You might find that you know some of your neighbors. I remember visiting one of my friends, and I wasn't visiting her. I was visiting my in-laws, and I called her to find out where she was. She lived directly across the street from them. It was hilarious. And I was like, okay, well, send me the address so I can come see you when you get off work, blah, blah, blah. She gave me the address. I'm like, you're kidding me. She was literally out of one driveway into the next driveway. So walk your neighborhood. You never know what you might find in your neighborhood. You might find that they have a nice, cool little park in the neighborhood. What's happening? What's happening? Okay, so neighborhood park. That's number 7. Number 8, self-portraits. So when I see self-portraits, that makes me think paint. So if you're going to paint or draw a picture, how do you draw a picture? You put it on a mirror, you do it with ink, you do it with crayons, you do it with markers. What do? Do a self-portrait. And I know they've done some like the date nights and they're painting each other. And some people can draw, some people can't draw. Sometimes it turn out looking at you, sometimes it don't turn out looking at you. But self-portraits, that was number 8. Number 9, read a story. And you got books in the house. It's not like you don't have them there, even if you don't read a lot. You got books in the house, and a lot of books are online now too, so you can actually read an ebook. You can do that as well. So read a story. Watch a Disney film. That's number 10. Number 10 is watch a Disney film. There are some movies that you just remember from, when you were a young lad. Some of us aren't so young anymore. But it's like the movie was so good to you, and the memories from what your family was doing at the time and how you guys enjoyed it, it just made a difference for you. And to sit back and watch the movie again, and there's things that you won't remember. It's like, I don't remember them doing that, or I didn't remember them doing that. It's like, oh, I missed this part. I forgot about that. Watch a Disney movie. Disney has, I'm sure, a movie that you love, and you watch it again, that'll put you in a different place, right? Different space. Okay. Number 11. Go to the beach. Now, if you're not in an area there's a beach, go to a lake. Same thing. Probably, well, it's not exactly the same thing, but it is this basically the same thing. Go to the water, touch some water, put your toes in, maybe do a little fishing. I don't know. But go to the beach. Number 12, walk up a hill. Now, walking up a hill and just walking is definitely not the same thing, because you can feel that. I was actually at an event this past weekend. It was a community game, games in the community type of event. and we were playing some games, and some of the games we were on like on a slope. We did some 2-man tug of war, and the people that were downhill, they kept winning. So I had them switch. So whoever was downhill could win. We ended up changing it and getting on level ground. But because that hill does make a difference. But walk up a hill, big hill, little hill, just walk up a hill. You'll see some things. It's like when you feel yourself, you're putting in that workout and getting your heart rate up. Walk up the hill. Number 13, feed the ducks. Feed the ducks. It don't cost you nothing. Just grab some bread out the kitchen. Make some popcorn. I remember I was in Florida at the time, and there was a lake behind us, and there were always ducks there. So we're out feeding the ducks one day, and they just kept coming and coming and coming. It was like, where all these ducks come from? It's like they started chasing me. Now, I wasn't afraid of them, but if you got a bunch of ducks, I'm sure I have some pictures online with those ducks. I'm going to see if I can find that. I'm going to share that on my page, on my Facebook page. If I can find the picture of all the ducks that they were chasing us when we went out to feed the ducks. But it was cool. Okay, number 14 is do a jigsaw puzzle. Put a puzzle together. Big puzzle, small puzzle. Start a puzzle that it might take you a couple weeks. I don't know. 1,000-piece puzzle. Put a puzzle together. And I'm sure you already got some puzzles sitting on the bookshelf, along with those books that you haven't been reading. So pull out a book, find those jigsaw puzzles in there, and put a puzzle together. Number 15, play catch. Whether it's with the football, baseball, just throwing a ball. All you need is a ball. And the kids, adults, they can have some fun just tossing the ball around, passing it to this one, to that one. You stand up in a circle and everybody's passing it, throwing and trying to keep it away from somebody. But play catch. It don't cost you nothing to do that. I don't even know what this other thing is, so I'm not going to bring it up. Well, I'll just read what it says. You guys might know what it is, but it says go to the soft play. I don't know what that means, so I'm not going to talk about it. But if you guys know what it means, then you could do that. Get books from the library. This is number 17. Get books from the library. If you go into the library, you'll find that even taking a trip to the library, you'll find that they've got a lot of stuff going on in there. You find out what's other activities and events that are going on in the community, because usually they have some kind of area that you can find, that you can post flyers or what have you, or that they will have a calendar of events and stuff that's going on. And the library is always having some kind of stuff going on as well. So number 18, this sounds like fun. Make cardboard boxcars. Did you guys do that? Any of you guys do that when you were growing up? Make boxcars? I didn't do none of that. But that sounds like something fun to do. That sounds like a fun little project. Make cardboard boxcars. Number 19. Have a picnic. When I was pregnant with my baby girl, and this is something I always remember, and I may have even mentioned this before. I was pregnant with my baby girl, and I was laying on the couch in the den and taking a nap. My daughter, my older daughter, which at the time was about 6 years old, I woke up and she's laid out a little picnic in the living room floor for us. She's like, Mommy, I thought you might be hungry when you wake up, when you woke up. She had made a sandwich, some noodles, and some water on the floor in the middle of the living room for me and her. And I thought that was just adorable. But have a picnic, and a picnic can be indoors, outdoors, on the patio, in the grass, in the yard. It can be in the park. It can be anywhere. Have a picnic. Number 20. I don't know where Lilia is because she says camp in the garden. Does everybody have a garden? Is that just the yard? Camp in the garden. Which is really fun though, to camp outside, even if it's in the backyard, to put up a tent, pitch a tent and, pretend, go in there, have lunch, talk. It's just being outside in the tent and going in there and doing regular old stuff. But because you're outside in a tent, it makes it that much different. Excuse me. Make an obstacle course race in the garden. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Lily is up north somewhere. Make an obstacle race course in the garden. And you can make an obstacle course out of anything. When I work with kids at some of the schools that we work with, I'll put them in an obstacle course together. And it's like you can do anything in an obstacle course. I have them kicking the ball around, jump roping. I have them transferring balls in a bucket. So they may be in a crate and they're transferring in the bucket, like tennis balls. These are tennis balls. And so you just take the tennis balls out of the crate and put them in the bucket. And you got to, you're trying to do it fast. Now, the tennis balls are bouncy. So if you throw them in there too hard, they're going to be bouncing all over the place. They have to run and get them because they still got to get those tennis balls into the bucket. But that's just something. Jump roping, you can paint a smiley face, whatever it is. There's just so many different things that you can do in an obstacle course to make it an obstacle course and make it fun. That was number 21. Oh, I went through those pretty quickly. Okay, yeah, I went through those pretty quickly. So we're going to talk about more free and affordable things to do and community events when we come back from this commercial break. We'll be right back.
Business owners are raving about the new talk show, Strictly Business with host Rich Wallace. Tune in as the top experts in business share their success stories, strategies, guidance, and advice to help you grow your business. With guests from the top companies to your favorite influencers, Strictly Business with host Rich Wallace is the show to watch for all things business. Our conversations are strictly business. We discuss new funding options, new business initiatives, best business practices, all things business explained. We provide you with the tips you need for your business, all in one morning business talk show. Be sure to tune in. Are you a business owner? Do you have a story to share? Are you able to help our audience? Then we want you on Strictly Business with host Rich Wallace. Visit the website at edgetvnetwork.net and select Be a Guest to schedule your appearance today.
And we are back. Our topic of the conversation today is free and affordable things to do in your community. And we're going through this list of 50 free and cheap things to do for the summer holidays. And we are at number 31. Are we at number 31? No, we're at number 21. Oh, okay. Wait. Number 21. Oh, yeah. Okay. I'm sorry. I was getting ahead of myself. I apologize. Okay. So number 22, try a free craft box. I'm not sure what that is. We're going to skip that. Pick and press flowers. So you know how you press flowers and you put them in between the book and you close it down in the book and let it dry out to press flowers. And then you take those flowers and you create pictures with them or some kind of artwork with them. Okay. Make a bug house. I don't know if like an egg, an ant What is it called? What is it called? An ant bed? I don't know what kind of bug house that you would be making. Create a bug house. I don't know yet. Ladybugs, crickets, something for bugs, right? Spot butterflies. So you spot butterflies, and it's like when you start finding things, you start seeing them more often. It's kind of like when you get a certain color car, you start seeing that color car all the time because you have one. When you start noticing the butterflies, and it may be a particular butterfly that you like, but then you'll start seeing them more often. So spot butterflies. Blow bubbles. Blow bubbles. You got bubbles. You can make some bubbles, even if you don't have, some bubbles. You can make some bubbles because you got some soap in the house. And when we were little, we used to Louisiana. I wasn't really living there at the time, but I remember we were visiting Louisiana, and we were playing the bubbles. And my stepmom, she really didn't like us playing in the dishwashing liquid. Every time you look up, we were outside making bubbles. I remember. Let me see if I say this out loud, am I going to get in trouble now? I remember having to go in the closet because we had this game closet where we had all the games and stuff. But I had to go in the closet because I was playing with bubbles. And it was like we were trying not to hide bubbles, but I come out and I run out from behind the house and my dress is full of bubbles. But anyway, blow some bubbles. That was number 26. Number 27, have a water fight. That can be a lot of fun. We used to have and we used to do this indoors. This was really crazy that we would do this. But we would have a giant balloon, not like the little water balloons, but we would get one of the big balloons and fill it up, and it's like sloppy, right? And we would get around in a circle and we would toss the balloon around. Try that. Probably want to do it outside, not inside. We used to do it inside. But have a water balloon fight. Have a water fight. Now, it didn't say water balloons. I'm saying water balloons. It's saying water fight. So I guess you could do it with the water hose too. That was number 27. Number 28, play in a sand pit. That can be fun or not. I don't know. The idea that I had playing on sand, what? I'm not going to go negative on this. We're going to keep it moving. Get in there and play in the sand pit. Make you a sand castle. Do all the things in the sand pit. Number 29, modeling Play-Doh. Model Play-Doh. So play with some Play-Doh. And it's like when you have the things in your hand, it's like you lose track of time, just making it, shaping it, changing the shape, flipping it around, turning it over, twisting it, just making nothing. And it's so much fun doing, I don't know, just manipulating the Play-Doh. Number 30, grow your own vegetables and salad. And I saw something the other day, and it was talking about how if you wanted to start out a garden, that some of the quickest and easiest thing was lettuce, and like the spring lettuce and it was something else that grows quickly. But if you want to start, just look it up because I'm not exactly sure what it is, but plant something that grows fast. So you get the benefits and you feel good about it right up front. Plant some flowers. What's your favorite flower? One of my favorite flowers is the yellow rose, but my daughter had bought some flowers the other day, and I really like these. But it's just something about the ones the other day when she got them. They were so pretty, but it was some of the sunflowers. It was sunflowers and some little baby's breath flowers in there. Now these are live plants. I mean, these are real plants. They're not artificial. But it was like the sunflowers just I don't know if the yellow was just so bright and fresh and it drew me in. But I was like, I absolutely love them. But plant some flowers. I don't know. I understand that they grow really tall. So I don't know how difficult it is to grow some sunflowers, but whatever kind of flower it is, put some color out there. Whether it's in the yard, whether it's on the porch, whether it's on the patio, whatever it is, you got some space to put some flowers, plant some flowers. That was number 31. Number 32, make a 3-ingredient healthy ice lolly. So, a popsicle, dilly, whatever they always go back and forth on Facebook. What do you guys call them? Freeze cup, dilly cup, whatever it is that you call it. But make a 3-ingredient healthy ice lolly. I'm reading off Lilia's list, so we're gonna say what she says. But we used to call them freeze cups. But number 33, build a den. You know what that is? I think it's more like build a fort, like in the den, in the house, when you're putting the sheets up and you're covering stuff and you're getting all up in there. So I'm going to say build a fort. Number 34 is play Twister. And now they have the Twister game that is double the size of the old Twister game. So you get more people on there at the same time. And it can be a lot of fun. So play some Twister. Number 35, go swimming. You don't know how to swim? Learn how to swim. Go learn how to swim. We're going to talk about some swimming lessons later on in the conversation, but go swimming. Number 36, build with Lego. I hope you guys are writing these down. Just so you have some ideas of things to do, because a lot of times we're like, I don't have nothing to do. I'm bored. You can find some stuff to do. There's activities you can do. I don't have any money. You could, most of all of this stuff don't cost you nothing. This stuff. Let's see where we at. Number 36. Now this will cost you some unless you have some Legos, and you probably already have some Legos, but build with Lego. Build with Lego. You can lose track of time building with Lego, right? Number 37, walk along a canal path. Something about walking along water that makes the walk just so much more interesting. When you see the different life in the water, stuff jumping out of water, bubbles in the water, and especially if you can see through the water enough to be able to see the turtles, the fish, whatever is going through, just taking a walk along and skipping rocks and whatever it is that you're doing, it just adds something to your walk. Number 38, fly a kite. Now, I would like to add a challenge onto that. And I don't know, they probably have kites where you can purchase them all year long, but can you build a kite? You know how to make a kite? Any of you guys ever made a paper kite? Or I guess you can make them out of plastic too. But it said fly a kite, and I'm saying build a kite and then fly a kite. Number 39, go trampolining. So there's trampoline parks all over the place. That will cost you something, but I'm sure you have friends that have trampolines. And I remember going to this is one of our family reunions, and the house that we rented it had a trampoline in the backyard, and the trampoline was an in-ground. I don't even know if we call it, but I'll call it in-ground trampoline, even though the trampoline is level with the ground. But it was just so much fun. It's like walk onto the trampoline and just jump. Everybody got on the trampoline. My mom got on the trampoline. But go trampolining. Number 40, collect pebbles and paint them. Now, just the collecting pebbles in and of itself. And I think about kids with a lot of this stuff, but it's not just for kids. We're talking about adults as well. If you do some of these things, you've just get involved and you get focused in on whatever it is that you're doing and you enjoy it, whether it's a conversation, you're listening to music, you're just enjoying whatever it is. But a friend of mine, he has parties at his place and he has this tree that has rocks all the way around it. So whenever the kids see the rocks, they'd always mess with the rocks. So it's like they mess with the rocks and the rocks are all over in a disarray. And you have to always put the rocks back and fix it, right? And there was this one little boy. He had came and he had so many rocks in his arms. He was loaded with rocks. I gave him a paper bag so he could collect rocks while he was there. Now he couldn't take them with him, but he was able to collect rocks. And after he got a bag, then there was other little kids that wanted a bag too because they wanted to collect some rocks. But it's like, collect some rocks. And it's fun. Different sizes, different colors, different textures. And then the paint them part of it. I know I've seen this this thing where people paint rocks and they leave them in different places where people can find them. So you can do that too. Paint the rocks and go and put them out for somebody to find them. Okay, number 41. Make and send postcards. I'm sure you have family all over the place. That's not just not, and you know what I'm saying that's not necessarily in your area, but it doesn't even matter if they're in your area or not, whether they're in your area or not in your area. So everybody would love to receive a postcard from you, right? Send a postcard. Make and send a postcard. Number 42, and this is probably really good for this time of year, but go berry picking. I'm sure there's all kind of berry farms, strawberry farms, blueberry farms, whatever, that you can go berry picking. Number 43, eat outside. Checking on the time. Eat outside. And that's totally different. You know, if you take your food, go outside to the patio, to the deck, to the backyard, whatever, and eat outside, it's different from eating in the house. It's kind of like when you go, you know, you're barbecuing at the park or whatever, and you're eating outside. That's different from barbecuing at the house and eating inside. When you eat outside, it's just a totally different feel to it. Even if it's just you by yourself and you made a plate dinner inside and you got whatever you got on your plate, but you go outside and feel the breeze or hear the birds or whatever, whether it's breakfast, lunch, dinner, whatever it is, just go outside, absorb the sun, whatever. Just it's one of those feel good moments and you can enjoy it. What number was that? That was number 43. So number 44 is make a holiday scrapbook, make a summer holiday scrapbook. So a scrapbook, take pictures. Remember how when you were in school and you collected all these things to put in your senior books or your what is it? What is I can't even think of it. I guess it was the senior books that we mostly did that stuff in. But anyway, when like if you were collecting the stubs from your concert or the movies, anything that you've collected from an event that you went to, a place that you went to, whatever kind of souvenirs or whatever, create yourself a scrapbook, something you can remember that. My trip to the forest, my trip to the beach, whatever it is, it could be big, it could be small, but create a scrapbook. My summer vacation with grandma, right? And as an adult, all the things that I did this summer, right? Number 45, play rounders in a field. I don't know what that is. We're going to pass by that. Rounders in the field. Okay. If y'all know what a rounders is, hit me up. Let me know. Okay. What is number 46? Turn up the music and have a kitchen disco. My kids would always know if I was dancing, I'm in a good place. I'm in a good mood. I'm feeling good. Turn the music up, blast it, got your socks on, you slipping and sliding around in the kitchen, whether you're cooking, just playing music. I used to have a party break when I drove the taxi. I would just stop wherever, park, turn the music on and just jam for a little bit. Have my party break. And I used to have you guys having a party break with me. But turn up the music and have a disco, have a kitchen disco. That was number 46. Number 47, visit a charity shop for cheap toys and games. So a thrift store or whatever for some cheap toys and games. Number 48, draw on the patio with outdoor chalk. So take some chalk. Play tic-tac-toe, draw some pictures, whatever. And you lose track of time. All right, number 49. Fill up the paddling pool. I assume this is like one of the little kiddie pools, the wading pools. And, put your feet in it. It's hot outside. Chill. Get you a nice little mocktail. Have some music playing. Put your feet in the water. All right. And number 50. And this is the last thing on Lilia Rose's list. Create a treasure hunt in your home or garden. That's really cool. All right. So next one, that was the 50 free and cheap things to do that I got from Miss Lilia Rose. Thank you, Miss Lilia Rose. And now I want to talk about some of the things that you can do at your in your community, that you can find in the community, because there's always some type of community events going on. And you can just go in there, go onto one of the community websites. You can go to the Parks and Recreation Center of your county. So the first thing I pulled up when I pulled up one for San Bernardino, the first thing I saw was swimming lessons. You can take swimming lessons. Somebody wanted to learn how to swim. There are swimming lessons in the park, and they were like $40, $60. So in those lessons, they have like, I don't know, 6 weeks where you can go every day or whatever, once a week, whatever. When we were homeschooling our kids, we actually did swimming lessons 1 day a week at one of the community pools. It was actually Martin Luther King pool in Atlanta. We used to go there on Wednesdays, and on Wednesdays they used to have at McDonald's the 29 and 39-cent hamburgers and cheeseburgers. That was really cool. There's always stuff out there. You just have to seek it out. So some of the other community events there right now is really big and really popular. They're having the concerts in the park, and they're having them Wednesdays, Thursdays, Fridays, the concerts in the park. And I think maybe some of them have them on Saturdays, but it's different places. So check on your community, your parks and recreations, to see what kind of events they have going on. But they have concerts in the park. They have movies in the park. So you can go out there, do your little picnic, watch a movie, and it'll probably be one of old Disney movies. But watch a movie and just, enjoy it. They have festivals, there's farmers markets, there's just all kind of stuff going on. There's actually on social media, they have Facebook. Well, I'm saying Facebook because I'm familiar more with Facebook groups with this type of thing, but they have Facebook groups and pages for things to do in Duluth, things to do in Grand Prairie, things to do in Lawton, whatever area that you're in, wherever you are. I'm sure there's a group or a page with people that are doing these type of events and sharing the events that's going on. So pull that up and check out some of the stuff on the social media groups. So consider this. Are you bored? When is the last time you touched some grass? Can you remember? A lot of these events, a lot of these things on Lilia's list had to do with being outside and touching some grass. Do that. So some of the practical steps with you to do some of these things, to get involved in doing some of these free and affordable things in your community. Scour the internet. So check social media, check community centers, like I said, parks and recreation websites, or do a free search for free, like I did for, and I got this, free and affordable things to do in my area. You can just do it. You can Google that and find it. So you can schedule an activity. So go through the list. So these are your steps. You're going to scour the internet. You're going to schedule an activity. So go through the list, find something that interests you, and get excited about it. Invite a friend or two friends, or invite a group of friends. And number 3 would be to follow through. Go to the event. Don't just plan it and get excited about it and share it and tell somebody else about it, but go to the event. So you make the activity, you make it happen. You go to this particular thing, whatever it is that you found and you found interest in, whether even if you have to go by yourself, attend the event. So those practical steps for you to get in and out and doing the free and affordable things in your community, you're going to scour the internet, you're going to schedule an activity, and you're going to follow through, right? That's what you're going to do. So my 2 cents challenge, we're down to the last few minutes, right? So this is my challenge for you for this weekend. Give yourself a small to modest budget for some activities to do this weekend. See how many things that you can get done inside of your budget. So give yourself a small or even a zero budget. From zero to modest, give yourself a budget and see how many things that you can get done this weekend with little to nothing budget. Okay, so that is my show. I wanted to share some free and some affordable things that you can do in the community, because I don't want you guys being all bored and you don't have anything to do. And before I close, before I close out, I want to have Nikisha come on and tell you about the Queen Mary Business Summit. Nikisha, can you come on and bring that flyer up and share with them what's going on with that summit?
Absolutely. Can you hear me okay, Deborah?
I can hear you. If you can put your volume up, or maybe it's my volume. Here we go with that.
Okay.
But go ahead.
I know,
No,
right?
we can hear you. We can hear you.
Okay, great. So yeah, first of all, great show. I was writing down a couple of things. I want to bring out my twister. I want to go berry picking. So I was picking up a couple of things that you were dropping down there. So I appreciate I appreciate all your lists. We have an amazing event that's coming up on August 21st to the 22nd. It's up in Long Beach. We are going to be on the historic Queen Mary. So if you have never done an event on the historic Queen Mary, I can't even tell you what to expect, because I've never done an event on the historic Queen Mary. All I can tell you is that this is going to be the event of a lifetime. We have 2 different events that are happening. The Business Summit that's happening on Friday, August 21st. And then we have Saturday, the 22nd, which is our awards dinner and casino night. So if anybody is out here wanting to have a great time, you want to have a date night, you want to combine a little business and pleasure, this is the perfect event for you. And the reason why I love events like this, Deborah, is because you get to use this as a tax write-off. So if you're trying to go out there with your hubby or your friends and your family, and you guys want to have a great time on the Queen Mary, and you want to have a little business write-off, this is definitely the event that you want to get at. Back to you.
Thank you. So that was my show, guys. Again, I am Debra Mcglothurn. I am your host, and this is My 2 Cents. So I share my 2 cents. hopefully you share your 2 cents, and together we can make some sense and make some minute changes in our lives and the lives of the people around us. That is the show for the day. I hope to see you all next week. Signing off.
One of the secrets to exposure for your business lies within supporting Black businesses and entrepreneurs. And that is why the Southern California Black Chamber of Commerce is here to connect Black businesses from the desert to the sea. Let's join hands to empower and sustain our community. By becoming a member of the Southern California Black Chamber of Commerce, you can grow your business and increase your clientele. With our innovation, we'll generate new businesses and get new customers. And we'll connect new mindsets with businesses from across Southern California to help bridge the wealth gap. Let's connect, build, and grow together. Join us now at blackchamberofcommerce.org.